Imagine waking up tomorrow, checking your old coin jar, and discovering a single penny worth millions of dollars. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not. That dream could become your reality. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how a 1951 Lincoln Wheat penny, with no mint mark, could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Let me take you back in time, to 1951. The year was filled with the echo of post-war optimism, the rise of rock and roll, and, little did anyone know, the birth of a coin that would change history. It's just a penny, right? A simple coin, tucked away in your grandparents' old jar. But what if I told you this very penny could be worth over $1 million today? But here's the kicker, this isn't just any penny. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat penny, without a mint mark, it's extremely rare. You see, in 1951, most pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint and were stamped with a mint mark, an indicator of where the coin was made. But some pennies were mysteriously minted without this mark. And that small detail, this subtle anomaly, was enough to set the stage for an incredible story. A small number of these 1951 pennies, those with no mint mark, were mistakenly produced, and their rarity has made them one of the most sought-after treasures for coin collectors today. In fact, one of these rare 1951 pennies, in mint condition, recently sold for $1.9 million at auction. Yes, you heard that correctly. $1.9 million. For a penny. Now, I know what you're thinking, could I have one of these? Well, let's dive in and find out if you might be holding a goldmine in your hands. But wait, not every 1951 penny is worth millions. In fact, only a very specific one, minted without a mint mark, is worth this fortune. So how do you know if your penny is the lucky one? It all comes down to a few key details. First, you need to check the date. It's right there on the front, beneath the bust of Abraham Lincoln. It's gotta be from 1951. Now, here's the big question, does it have a mint mark? And no, that little D or S isn't the logo of a trendy designer brand. It's the mint mark that tells us which facility made the coin. If it's missing, that's where the magic happens. If your 1951 penny has no mint mark, congratulations, you might be sitting on a gold mine. But don't get too excited just yet. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value too. Now, here's where things get tricky. If your coin is worn, scratched, or tarnished, its value may drop. You need to check for key indicators like sharp details, clear lettering, and minimal wear around Lincoln's portrait. A pristine coin can bring in a jaw-dropping price, but if it's in poor condition, it's a whole different story. And please, don't go throwing your coins around like they're pocket change. Keep them safe, gentle handling, proper storage, and avoiding harsh cleaning. Trust me, if you clean your coin like you're scrubbing the kitchen floor, you could be wiping away thousands of dollars. So, now that you've confirmed you might own this rare coin, what's next? The big question, should you sell it, or hold on to it? The market for rare pennies is hotter than ever, and it's not slowing down. The 1951 no-mint mark penny's value has skyrocketed in recent years, with collectors and investors alike clamoring for one of their own. But here's where it gets really interesting. If you've got a rare 1951 penny, there's a chance it could be worth even more than $1.9 million in the future. Coin values fluctuate, but as demand increases and the supply of these rare pennies dwindles, your penny could fetch an even higher price than the record-breaking auctions we've seen so far. But here's the thing, you might be wondering, do I hold on to it? Or should I sell it while I can still get top dollar? Because the reality is, the window to cash in on these rare coins might not be open forever. So, what should you do? Wait until your coin is worth more, or sell now? The clock is ticking, and the choice is yours. Imagine living a life where you don't have to worry about bills, where financial freedom is in your hands, literally. That life could start with a single coin that's hiding in your collection. The 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny could be your ticket to wealth, but only if you take action. Don't wait, check your pennies, get them appraised, and if you find one of these hidden treasures, get it into the right hands. Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket, and realizing it could be worth over $1.5 million. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But for some lucky individuals, this isn't just a dream, it's reality. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest pennies in the world, the 1961 D Lincoln cent, and how it could make you a fortune. If you're sitting on a collection of old pennies, then stick around, because this could change your life. What if I told you the penny you're holding in your hand right now could be worth enough to buy that dream house or even retire comfortably? Sounds like a fairy tale? Let's find out. Let's take you back in time to 1961. The US Mint was busy cranking out millions of Lincoln cents, yet one single penny, produced that year in Denver, would go unnoticed for decades, until now. Back in 1961, pennies were just pennies. Nobody was looking for anything special. But unbeknownst to coin collectors, the Denver Mint made a small error that changed everything. The 1961 D Mint mark Lincoln cent is not just any penny. It's a coin that was supposed to be minted with a D mark, but due to a unique set of circumstances, some were left with an imperfect or flawed strike, making them extremely rare. These flawed coins are so rare, in fact, that only a handful are known to exist in perfect condition. And when these pennies hit the market, they shocked everyone by reaching astronomical values. Can you imagine holding on to one of those? Could the penny in your collection be one of them? Okay, don't start rummaging through your change jar just yet. I know some of you are already shaking the couch cushions as we speak. But trust me, this is not a wild goose chase, there's real treasure here. So, why is this penny worth $1.50 million? It's all about rarity, demand, and condition. But more than that, it's about the story behind the coin. A story that could make you the next millionaire. Imagine having a coin in your hands that collectors and investors would fight over. The 1961 D penny isn't just any coin, it's a legend in the world of numismatics. As more collectors discover its worth, prices keep climbing, and with every sale, the penny's value skyrockets. But here's the catch, not all 1961 D pennies are worth millions. The difference between a $1.5 million penny and a regular one comes down to two crucial factors: condition and rarity. A mint-condition penny with a flaw could fetch an amount so high, it'll leave your jaw on the floor. How do you know if your penny is one of the rare, high-value ones? It all comes down to coin grading. You'll need to check for things like the strike, the details, and the overall wear on the coin. And let me tell you, finding one of these gems might just be easier than you think. If you've got a collection of old pennies, there's a chance you have the next big lottery ticket right in your hands. Still not sure? You might want to start looking through your coin jars, or you could be the one left wondering why you didn't check sooner when that $1.5 million penny slipped right through your fingers. Now, here's where things get real. If you're not paying attention to your coins, you could be leaving money on the table and time is running out. Think about it, just a small coin can change everything for you. This is your moment. Right now, the market for rare pennies is hotter than ever. But here's the thing, once these coins are gone, they're gone. If you don't act quickly, you could miss out on thousands, even millions of dollars. This is not just about a coin. This is about a chance to change your life, to retire comfortably, to live the life you've always dreamed of. One penny could be your ticket to financial freedom. But only if you know what to look for, and you act now. And no, we're not talking about the penny you found stuck to the bottom of your shoe. Let's be real, this is the real deal. So, are you ready to dig deep, find the treasure, and cash in? Remember, every moment counts. If you've got old pennies lying around, don't wait any longer, the clock is ticking. Find out if you have a 1961 D Lincoln cent and start making your way to the fortune that could be waiting in your pocket. But before you go, don't leave just yet. There's one final secret I'll share in a moment that could double or triple your profits. Stay tuned to find out how. Have you ever wondered if that old penny tucked away in your drawer could be worth a fortune? I'm talking about a coin that could change your life forever. If you have a 1979 D mint mark penny, it could be the key to unlocking a $1.4 million treasure. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny could be worth millions. Let's face it, we've all seen pennies a million times. They're the most common coin in America. But what if I told you there's a rare variety of 1979 pennies that have been hiding in plain sight for decades, and they're worth more than your car, your house, and maybe even your future combined? The 1979 D mint mark penny, it's a coin that could make you richer than you ever thought possible. But here's the twist, it's not just any 1979 penny. Only a small fraction of these coins were minted with a major error, and those are the ones that could be worth as much as $1.40 million. But why? Why are some of these pennies worth millions while others are worth only 1 cent? And how can you tell if your 1979 penny is one of these rare treasures? I know, you're probably thinking, how could this penny possibly be worth more than my lunch? Well, hold on tight, because the answer is going to blow your mind. Act 2, the rise of the rare penny, why it's worth a fortune. Let's dig into the story behind this extraordinary coin. In 1979, the US Mint was struck by a shocking mistake. A number of pennies were minted with a double die error, causing the date and lettering to appear multiple times on the coin. This error is incredibly rare, and when these coins made it into circulation, they were practically indistinguishable from the regular pennies. But savvy collectors noticed something unusual. And now, those pennies are fetching astronomical prices, but here's the kicker, only a handful of these double-die pennies have been authenticated. And the ones that have been confirmed are worth an eye-watering $1.40 million. Just imagine, the coin you've been tossing around in your change jar could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. But there's a catch. If you don't act fast, you could miss your chance to cash in. Rare coins like this are disappearing from the market, and once they're gone for good. And now, let's talk about how you can find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. First, check the mint mark on your penny. You'll need to look for the D on the reverse side, right next to the Lincoln Memorial. Once you've got your penny, it's time to get serious. You'll want to examine the coin closely for any signs of a double die error. Look at the date, the Liberty text, and especially the "In God We Trust" motto. If any of these appear doubled, congratulations, you might just have a rare one, but don't just take my word for it, get your coin authenticated by a professional. Many collectors are willing to pay top dollar for certified rare pennies. If you don't know how to get your coin authenticated, don't worry, we'll talk about that in just a second. Once authenticated, your coin could be sold at a premium. Auctions, dealers, and online marketplaces are all buzzing with demand for these rare pennies. The time to act is now, because as more people discover this hidden treasure, the market value is only going to rise. This isn't just about selling a coin. This is your opportunity to step into a whole new lifestyle. Imagine what an extra $1.4 million could do for you. A new house? A vacation around the world? Or maybe you'll just kick back and enjoy life, knowing you're living the dream because of one small penny. But wait, there's more you need to know. The market for rare pennies is volatile, and there's one key mistake most sellers make that can cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars. In the next few moments, I'm going to reveal exactly how you can avoid that mistake and sell your penny for top dollar. You don't want to miss it. This could change your financial future forever. So, are you ready to unlock the potential of your pennies? Don't wait too long, your next big opportunity is just a click away. Stay tuned, and let's make that $1.4 million a reality. Imagine holding a coin in your hand worth $1.5 million, not a rare artifact from ancient history, but a penny. Yes, that's right. A single penny that could change your life forever. If you have a 1982 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark, you may be sitting on a small fortune, but here's the kicker, most people don't even realize it. Could your jar of old pennies be the key to living the life of your dreams? Stick with me, because you'll want to hear this story, a story that could change everything. Let's dive into this mystery and uncover how this penny ended up with a jaw-dropping value of $1.5 million, and how you could cash in. How does something as ordinary as a penny end up worth a fortune? It all started in 1982, when the US Mint made a seemingly small mistake, a mistake that turned into a legend in the world of numismatics. The mint was transitioning from copper to zinc, and most of the pennies were struck with a P mint mark, signifying the Philadelphia Mint. But some were made without any mint mark at all, and now, here's the twist, only a small number of these no mint mark pennies exist, and because of the low mintage, they become highly sought after by collectors. Yet, most people don't even know these pennies are worth anything. Could you have one in your collection? Now, before you start rummaging through your couch cushions, just remember, not all pennies are created equal. So let's take a closer look at what makes these rare pennies so valuable. When it comes to coins, rarity is what drives the value. A 1982 no-mint mark penny is one of those rare finds that have collectors and investors alike salivating. In fact, one of these pennies, just one, was recently sold for over $1.5 million at auction. That's right, $1.5 million for a single penny that you could find in your old coin jar. The story of this penny is more than just about value. It's about opportunity. You see, for every person who tosses a jar of old pennies into the attic, there's someone else who is making a fortune by spotting the rarest of the rare. So, what makes these pennies so special? Let's break it down. A mint error. The mint did not stamp a P on these coins, making them exceedingly rare condition. The condition of the coin is also key. The better it's preserved, the more valuable it becomes. Coins that are uncirculated, with minimal wear, fetch the highest prices. Collector demand. This coin isn't just a penny, it's a piece of history. Coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the rarest and most unique pieces. And trust me, this one is at the top of their list. Now, you may be asking yourself, do I have one of these coins? It's time to look deeper. Here's the thing, finding a 1982 no-mint mark penny isn't easy. But it's not impossible, either. Many people just don't know what they have in their hands. If you have old pennies from the 1980s or even earlier, it's worth taking the time to go through them. You could be holding a small fortune. Now, I'll tell you exactly what to look for, so listen up, because you don't want to miss this. First, check the year. 1982 is the magic number. Next, examine the area around the Lincoln Memorial on the back of the penny. If there's no mint mark, no P, D, or S, that's your first clue that it could be worth something. But don't stop there. You need to check the condition, too. Is it shiny and clean? Or is it worn down? Condition means everything. And, I know what you're thinking, wait, so if my penny's got a little dirt on it, I'm out of luck? Not necessarily. Let's face it, nobody wants a dirty penny, but sometimes a little elbow grease can work wonders. Just don't scrub it with a Brillo pad. Here's the final question. Will you take the time to check your pennies and possibly unlock a small fortune? Or will you miss out on your chance to join the ranks of those who have discovered these treasures? The clock is ticking. The more time you spend thinking about it, the more opportunities slip away. What would your life look like with an extra $1.5 million in your bank account? It could be yours, but only if you act now, and if you find that penny. Don't just sit on it. Get it appraised, get it authenticated, and take it to an auction house. You just might be holding the next big jackpot in the palm of your hand, but wait, before you go check your coins, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because in my next video, I'm going to share exactly how to get your coins appraised and what to do if you find a rare one. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.so. Do you have a $1.5 million penny sitting in your home right now? It's time to find out. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe now to stay in the loop with all things rare coins. If you found something amazing, drop a comment below, I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for treasures, because you never know what might be hiding in your collection. Imagine, you're sitting at home, flipping through a box of old pennies you've been saving for years. They're cluttered, dusty, forgotten. But what if I told you that one of those pennies could change your life forever? A single penny, no bigger than your thumb, could hold the key to a small fortune up to $1.2 million. Sounds impossible, right? I mean, who's ever heard of a penny being worth more than $1, let alone $1 million? But let me tell you, this is not your ordinary penny. This is the legendary 1991 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln wheat penny. A coin that you've probably never heard of, but one that could make you wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. You might be wondering, why is this penny so valuable? And how do I know if I have one of these rare treasures hiding in my collection? Let's rewind for a second. The year is 1991. A time when pennies were still abundant, flying off the presses of the US Mint without much thought. But in the chaos of production, something extraordinary happened. A tiny batch of pennies was made without a mint mark. A tiny oversight in the factory, but an oversight that turned into one of the most valuable mistakes in modern coin history. You see, every US penny since the early 1900s has had a mint mark, telling you where it was produced, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But these 1991 pennies, missing the mint mark, are among the rarest of their kind. So rare, in fact, that they have become a collector's dream. Now, I know what you're thinking, but how can I be sure that I have one of these? What if I throw it away by mistake? Well, here's where it gets serious. If you have a 1991 penny that doesn't have a mint mark, congratulations, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But here's the kicker, finding it might be harder than you think. The problem is, most people don't even know what they're looking for. They toss these pennies aside, never realizing that they could be worth up to $1.2 million. Yes, million. So, how do you find out if your 1991 penny is one of the rare ones? It's not as simple as just looking at the date. You need to check the details carefully, and that's where most people miss the mark. The screen flashes a question, do you have a 1991 no-mint mark penny? But don't worry. In just a few moments, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify this hidden treasure. The right tools, the right steps, and the process that could literally change your financial future. But before I reveal the secrets to unlocking this fortune, let me ask you something. What if you missed this opportunity? What if your chance to cash in on a $1.2 million penny slips right through your fingers? Think about it, the window of opportunity is closing. Coins like this don't stay hidden forever, and with the rise of online auctions, collectors are hungry for rare pennies like the 1991 no-mint mark. You have to act now. But don't get too comfortable yet. There's a catch, selling your penny is a lot trickier than you think. You can't just walk into any coin shop and expect to get the full value. There are tricks, secrets to selling rare coins at the highest price possible, and I'm going to share those with you, because coming up next, I'm going to tell you exactly how to sell your penny for the most money possible. I'll share insider tips that only expert coin collectors know. Here's the truth, when you sell rare coins like the 1991 no-mint mark penny, you need to work with the right experts, get your penny authenticated, and know how to navigate the marketplace. If you do it right, this penny could become the ticket to your dream lifestyle. But here's the big question, are you ready to seize the opportunity? Are you ready to turn your spare change into wealth? This isn't just about money, it's about changing your life. It's about unlocking the kind of financial freedom that you've always dreamed of. In the next video, I'll take you step by step through the process of identifying these rare pennies and, more importantly, how to sell them for top dollar. Don't miss it. If you do, that penny might just slip through your fingers forever. Trust me, you don't want that. Don't you just love it when something worth millions is right in front of you, but you have no idea? Kinda like finding a winning lottery ticket in your back pocket, if only we could all be that lucky, right?
Imagine owning a coin in your collection that's worth not just a few dollars, not a couple hundred, but over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. It's possible that a simple 1981 D. Jefferson nickel with a Monticello reverse could be worth up to $1.4 million. Now, think about that for a second. One single coin could mean financial freedom, a new house, an early retirement, or that dream lifestyle you've been envisioning. But what makes a single nickel command such an astounding value? And could you be holding one right now? Stick around, because in this video, we're diving deep into why this coin is so valuable, the mistakes that can cost you big when selling, and how to get top dollar for it. You don't want to miss this. especially if you're ready to cash in and live the life you deserve. Alright, let's break it down. First, let's talk about what makes the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel so incredibly rare. If you're thinking, come on, it's just a nickel, you're not alone. But with rare coins, what may seem ordinary can actually be worth a fortune. This specific